Good evening, welcome to this Hearthstone news update from FailCraft Cast. I'm Hammy, hope you're very well this evening. We are jumping in today, is the 8th, oh no it's not the 8th, yeah it is the 8th of July, and some great news in that Blizzard have gone out and finally announced the Curse of Naxxramas Hearthstone Adventure Mode pricing, as well as some other details about the first adventure mode for Hearthstone, the first sort of PvE, player versus computer kind of challenge, so lots of cool stuff there. So we've gone through lots of that news before. Without further ado, let's go to the meaty stuff and go straight into how much it's going to cost. That's what you want to know. We're not going to hang around. And there it is. So while you digest that, let me just read it over the top, and some things that I'm about to read over the top, or you're saying, oh, what's that price, will contextualise it for you. So remember that Blizzard have already announced, and they've reiterated in the blog on the official Hearthstone website, that the first wing of Naxxramas is free. The Arachnid Quarter is free. Now that will be free, according to Blizzard, while the launch event is happening. So the launch event is going to, whenever it launches, it's going to hang around for about a month. Roughly a month or so, as Zariah said on the blog on the Hearthstone website, and I will link that in this video description and also in the chat if you guys are interested in having a look. There it is. So remember, your first wing is free. So the all 5 wing price of €21.99 or £17.49 pounds. So I've managed to get the European image as well, very exciting. I will go also and get the American pricing as well, so we have everyone covered. Oh, interesting. 700 gold per wing. Oh, okay, so it's localizing. I must see American Battle.net. I did have the dollars as well. I'll go and grab those dollars. So €21, £17.49 for 5 wings. You're only going to pay that price if you do not play during the launch event and you do not get the first Arachnid Quarter wing for free. So there's no reason you shouldn't. It's a free-to-play game. Jump in, play during the launch event. Whenever it launches, you've got a month, probably maybe even 5 weeks, and you can grab that for free. So very few people should be paying that full-on price. So even then, if you're looking at that price, £17.49 for us folk in the UK, that is, if you know, expansion packs, if there is such a thing, can be 25, 30, 35 pounds now, a full price game. Or if you're looking at something like Diablo, you know, that was a very big and significant you know, release, but it was expansionish. Was going for full price, so £17.49 for 5 wings. Again, even if you don't get that free wing, still not too bad. So in my opinion, that's not so bad when you're comparing it to other things, such as, you know, it's the real life test in terms of other things. In the UK, a cinema ticket can be £12 to £15 depending on where you're sitting in the cinema, if you're going at a peak time or on a weekend. So that's already hovering into sort of cinema ticket-ish price. I'm just going to grab that £17.49 and do a quick currency convert for you folks in the USA, because you're going to want to know the dollars. So that is, that's looking at about, that's $30, if that's a direct conversion. So even if you didn't get the free thing, you could grab it all for about $30. But you should go to your US Battle.net local site, because I know that there is a localized image there that I saw earlier that's got the true dollar values on. So when you already own the first wing, so pretty much if you play for free, you already own the first wing and you grab the remaining 4, that's $17.99 or $13.99. The dollar amounts are slightly lower, I think, so don't just do a true currency conversion like I just did. For the dollars, go and have a look at the Battle.net blog on the Hearthstone page. But $13.99, so most people will already own that first wing, and then you can have $13.99 just for the remaining 4. Then for every other wing that you buy, that price goes down and down and down and down and down. Or if you really want to buy individual wings, if you bought all 5 wings on their own, one each, it would cost you £25. But if you buy them as a bundle, and note that these are bundle pricing, then instead of £25, it's £17.49. So there's a reasonable saving for just buying it as a bundle. Now, note that you can also buy the wings for gold. Now, 700 gold sounds a lot until you go into your Hearthstone daily quests and you realise that with a reasonable amount of play, you can probably get 100 or so gold, I would say, a day, fairly easily, not sitting there playing. It's $24.99 US, says Rajan. That absolutely makes sense. I remember saying that earlier, so thank you very much, Rajan.org, in the stream for jumping in and sharing that. So $24.99 US. Oh, let's play the price comparison game. So 24, yeah, that I'd calculated it as something like £11 or something similar. So let's play the currency conversion game. 24.99. maybe a little bit more expensive in terms of things over in Europe and the UK. So yeah, $24.99 USD translates into GBP as £14 rather than the $17.49 there. So they're a little bit of a price differential, but there always is between the US and European game pricing anyway. So I'm not going to go too crazy on that. Individual wings you can buy for gold. Remember, of course, you can get 100 or so gold, I would say a day if you hit your daily quests. So remember also, and this is a very other important thing, now we've done the pricing, remember that only one wing of Naxxramas from release will release every single week. So you cannot go and buy the bundle and then play all of Naxxramas and absolutely run through it. Blizzard are limiting the releases, so the first week everyone will get Arachnid Quarter free. The second week everyone will then, if you've bought the sort of bundle or you've bought some more wings, you'll then get the Play Quarter, then the Military Quarter, then the Construct Quarter, and then Frostworm Lair. So they're all going to unlock in sequence, so do not worry about that. There is going to be time as Naxxramas is sort of launching in a staggered kind of fashion for you to earn a bit of gold, and maybe buy a wing and make it even cheaper for yourself as well. And 700 gold, looking at my quest log just now, for example, winning 2 games with Hunter or Mage gets me 40 gold, and then other quests, you've got the win 5 games with a particular class quest, you've got win 2 games with a particular class quest for 40, 60 odd gold. If you're doing the odd arena and things as well, you can earn some gold. So a lot of people have already stockpiled a bit of gold just from playing at a reasonable rate, not too much no-lifing. So that's pretty good in terms of affordability. I think you can earn some gold, and you can probably grab at least yourself another wing for free by just playing the way you normally would while you're waiting for the next wings to release. So that's the next bit of news. On top of the pricing, it's 1 wing at a time, a new wing opening each week. Arachnid Quarter, Plague Quarter, Military Quarter, Construct Quarter, then Frostworm Lair. So piece of news number 2, and the final piece is piece of news number 3. So you have got heroic mode. So when you've beaten all of the bosses within any given wing for the first time, you unlock heroic mode, so you can then go back and do a go again, a playthrough. And heroic mode bosses are a lot more difficult than their normal versions, and there will be a challenge apparently for, quote, even the most veteran Hearthstone players. So for us that should be quite funny. Maybe it's going to be, when you first played Hearthstone and the tutorial was a challenge, and you were finding, maybe this was just me, when you were trying to unlock some of the heroes with the deck that you had and you were still learning the game, you found some of those guys a challenge. Maybe that was just me, I don't know. But yeah, I expect we're going to see similar comedy in Naxxramas. But if you beat all of the bosses on heroic mode, you'll get a new card back as well. So the Naxxramas card back, I'm guessing, is there's a Naxxramas card back for Season 4, but there'll be an additional new card back, it seems. Maybe one we haven't seen yet, because I believe that the current Naxxramas one they've announced is for rank Season 4, ladder rank 20 or above. So a new card back, and I think that all of the ones that they've originally announced, they've shown. So we might see something new there. That's a cool piece of news for us. So that's the Naxxramas news in a nutshell. Thank you so much for taking a look at that with us. If you're here live, don't go away. Stay tuned, because we're going to be straight back to do Pick Your Own Arena. And if you've been watching on YouTube, please check out twitch.tv/FailCraftcast. We're live, try to be 5 nights a week. At FailCraftcast, you can always find some news and have a chat with us there. Or if you're watching live, don't forget to have a look at youtube.com/FailCraftcasts. We've got a whole bunch of videos there. Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, StarCraft, trying to do some other games as well. So if you are live, do not go away. We are going to be right back very, very soon. If you are watching this on an archive, thank you so much for tuning into this.